Well, it was certainly a dramatic final day in the Premier League yesterday. Both Leeds and Leicester supporters are coming to terms with relegation. Let's start with Leeds. And all the fans that we spoke to today say there needed to be wholesale changes at the club moving forwards.
We need to get the ownership right, first and foremost. We need to get a manager in as soon as we can, decide where we're going. We need to get the players sorted for next year, who we're keeping, who we're not, and just take it from there. We've been in this situation before. Hopefully it doesn't take as long as last time to come back up.
The lads know we'll be back. We're just disappointed with the players we've bought and obviously getting rid of Bielsa. I mean, we had a lot of injuries when we had Bielsa. A lot of injuries. If we'd kept him, he would have kept us up that year. And if they give him the money, we would have been all right. I think the big problem was the chairman wanted to sell Phillips, Rafinha. Bielsa would never have accepted that.
We've got a good under-23 squad. You know, there's a good nucleus of players in there. I'd like to see some of them pitched in with hopefully, you know, a couple more quality signings. I'd probably keep the likes of Harrison, Sincera, Rodrigo, but I think the rest of them, you know, they've had the best days at Leeds, and it's time to move on.
I don't think I'd like to see Allardyce in charge. No.
Can I ask why, Les? Just not your type, or?
No. Like I say, the game we had to win yesterday is playing 6 and 7 defenders.
Yes, thank you. We've been down to Ellen Road earlier today to get a flavour of the reaction from Leeds United supporters, and for some it was just too much. Relegation has hit them that hard. Their emotions were all over the place, but some did wish to speak to us, and there was a mixture of resignation and anger. And I suspect one man who will have a lot to say is Jip Walters of the Leeds United Supporters Trust. Jip, before we get into what the Trust has to say about what happened on Sunday, just give us your own personal reaction.
My emotions have changed probably overnight, to be honest. Yesterday was very much accepting that we were going down. We went into the match knowing that we were going to go down, and it only took 90 seconds to realise that was definitely happening. From then on, it was a very weird atmosphere. It didn't go as toxic as you'd expect, because the fans always get behind the team as best as they can. But it's really exhausting to see. So you come away from the match just thinking, well, that's our lot, that's where we are. After the match, there was a statement put out by the club, and then seeing what everyone said online and things like that, and thinking about it over the night, you're just angry now. You're just thinking we had such an opportunity there that we seem to have just not taken advantage of. Bielsa put us in a very strong position. All right, it didn't go brilliant in his last season, but we had something there to build on, and we just didn't. We just didn't take the opportunities to build on it. And even though at the start of the season, Andrea said it's impossible to be relegated, not true. It's very possible, as we've just found out. We thoroughly deserve to go down, and the vast majority of Leeds fans think exactly that, and we've known that for some months now. And Sam Allardyce was just an absolute last throw of the dice. 4 games in charge, never going to make any massive difference, and it's interesting to see his comments afterwards. I don't think he honestly thought he could make a difference, but he's made his money out of it, and he will probably move on. And we have to move on very quickly, because the championship season starts in less than 10 weeks' time, and we have nothing in place, so we need to get moving now. It has to be near perfection to pull off what Burnley did, and all credit to them. They did a brilliant job, and Victor Kompany is clearly a really good manager. And I'm really pleased for them. That's good, because they've not had to stay in the championship long, 1 season. What was the last time Leeds were in there? It took us 16 seasons to get back. And every time Leeds come to town as a club, whatever team we play against, we're their cup final, and we have that extra little thing against us as well. So it's going to be really difficult. Not impossible, and we've got the finances in place potentially to do that, but let's not pretend it's going to be anything other than a sheer hard slog to get out of the championship.
Yeah, our thanks to Jip Walters of the Leeds United Supporters Trust. Clearly a lot on the to-do list for Leeds United officials. We're wanting clarity about the club ownership, transfers, player retention, players are likely to go, and then the manager situation as well. Can they get the new man in place to lead Leeds United back to the Premier League? Some important matters at hand. Back to the studio.